Hello everyone, this is lavoncason here, back at it again with another YouTube video, and rumor has it that there's supposed to be a July Nintendo Direct, and it comes from Wood Beat 'em Ups, as you guys can see here right now. Let me turn up my audio just a little bit, so that way you guys can hear it and all that. Alright, so let's begin.
Guys, hear me out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Tell us, Wood. Tell us.
How I know.
Oh.
Do with this information what you will.
Okay.
All right. There's gonna be a Nintendo Direct next month.
Okay.
In July.
Okay.
How do you know?
I can't tell you. I just said I can't tell you how I know. You know how I know, but I can't tell you how I know.
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna see. Metaphor.
Oh, hell yeah. That's actually...
Oh, that's a pretty big game right there, Metaphor. Like, obviously it's a PS4 game, but there's been a lot of people out there that have been wanting to play that game on the Nintendo Switch 1, and the fact that it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch 2, you know, if this is true, that would be a huge game for the people out there that prefer the Switch ecosystem but want to play that game. That would be a huge announcement. So let's keep on playing this video.
Perfect for the system.
I know. Although now I'm worried it's going to be a game key cart because the Raidu is Atlas as well.
Well,
everything's a game key cart.
But Metaphor is a huge download, and I think it's a $70 game.
Then they should do physical.
They should do physical.
I'm wondering, will it be based on the PlayStation 4 version or the Xbox Series S version? That is what I'm curious about when it comes to Metaphor.
Cool.
Atlas, if you're listening. This one's obvious for a direct, but we're gonna get GameCube shadow drops.
Yeah, that's expected. That's definitely expected.
I heard it was
definitely.
Pokemon Coliseum was one.
No.
Not Gale XD. That's coming later. They're doing one at a time.
They're still sick. That's really pretty dope.
This one, I don't know about this one. It's just what I was told. Death Stranding Director's Cut S.
Huh?
I can see Death Stranding coming to the Switch,
Well,
too.
the movie's coming out too soon.
Yeah, the game is like, what, coming out in like 4 days, I believe? Something like that. It's coming out real soon. I mean, the game itself, you know, the first game, it's supposed to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's been on the PlayStation 4. It's been on the Xbox Series consoles. It's also been on, you know, certain models of the iPhone, particularly ones with the M chip and the A17 Pro and the A18. So, I could see the first game coming on the Nintendo Switch 2. I could definitely see that.
Okay.
This one's also obvious, I feel, but Witcher 3 Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, that makes sense. CD Projekt Red and Nintendo at this point have a pretty good relationship. Like I've been saying with Metaphor, will be based on the PlayStation 4 version or the Xbox Series S version. You know, whether it's based on one of those two versions, regardless, it's gonna be a huge leap from the Nintendo Switch 1 version of The Witcher 3. Even when you play it on your Nintendo Switch 2 right now, it'll only go up to like, what, at max 720p and at a stable 30 frames per second. Like, the textures are still looking rough. Like, they still look rough even when you probably play them on your Nintendo Switch 2. Not probably, definitely play them on your Nintendo Switch 2. So let's keep on playing this video.
Okay, yeah.
They also just added cross-save and cross-play to Witcher 3.
Are they going to charge $10 for it? Or like...
I mean, I don't know specifically.
But they're
I
known
haven't been told specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
They're known
but I would guess so.
They give free updates. Even the PS4 got like I think it was a free PS5
yeah, but with
update.
the Switch 2 editions are actual like releases that will get like a physical.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know if they're gonna add anything to it or they're gonna add like motion control?
I think it'll probably be a huge graphical upgrade. That's what I think. Sort of like Hogwarts Legacy. You know, maybe they might have, you know, motion controls, maybe, but I can see this being just a huge graphical upgrade for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of The Witcher 3. I can definitely see that.
Controls like they did for Cyberpunk, but
That'd be cool.
they already have the engine
You
in
swing
place.
your sword and stuff.
Obviously, the main reason for this direct is to like refresh everybody. I don't know if it's coming before Donkey Kong or after Donkey Kong, but
I hope it's before Donkey Kong. I really hope it's before Donkey Kong. You know, if I were to guess when this direct would happen, if it's coming in July, probably after Independence Day, the week after Independence Day, that's when I would expect this direct to happen. That's what I would like to see, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that. We're gonna have to definitely wait and see.
but to refresh everybody with like what's coming out for the rest of the year, included in that is Metroid's release date.
Okay.
let's go.
Okay, that's cool. That's expected. We need a release date of Dragon Drive for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's a game that needs a release date because we haven't really heard much about it, about when it's releasing. It still just says summer 2025. And I think we need a release date of Kirby Air Riders as well. It just says 2025, so Nintendo has some games that they need release dates still. So this Nintendo Direct would help with that.
Obviously, we need.
Yeah, we need that.
And then, as far as I'm aware, the one more thing is supposed to be just a teaser card. I heard Isabel's gonna show up, and it's gonna tease a card Animal Crossing coming.
Okay, Animal Crossing, the ending of the Nintendo Direct with Animal Crossing, that would be huge. That would be huge. That would be a big deal. That would get people hyped up, turned up. Yeah, I could see that. I would have liked it to be a 3 Mario, to be honest with you guys, but Animal Crossing works. It works. It appeals to the casuals and all that. But they're probably going to save, you know, the 3D Mario Switch 2 game announcement for, you know, the September Nintendo Direct since it's, you know, Mario's 40th anniversary. But let's keep on playing this video.
In 2026.
People are gonna lose their minds.
That's everything I heard.
Okay, so that's everything that he has heard. This Nintendo Direct is important because of the fact that at Summer Games Fest and at Microsoft, you know, Xbox Showcase, we definitely saw a lot of game announcements for, say, you know, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PC, but there was no Nintendo Switch 2 logo, and a lot of people are speculating, the Nintendo Switch 2 is not having, you know, that third-party support. That means, you know, it's going to be a Wii U situation all over again, which I don't think that's the case. I also think that that's due to late dev kits, but I'm also think that Nintendo could be, you know, hiding, you know, these game announcements to have it to where Nintendo themselves make the announcement that Call of Duty is coming on the Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm just using that game for example here. So, yeah, this Direct better, you know, answer some of these, you know, questions when it comes to third-party games, and also when it comes to, you know, Nintendo having release dates for certain games, such as, you know, Metroid Prime 4, Dragon Drive, Kirby Air Riders. Like, Nintendo has a lot of questions that they need to answer when it comes to, you know, some of these first-party games and third-party games. So, yeah, let's wait and see. I hope that this July Direct happens. Hopefully, you know, the week after Independence Day. That would be perfect for me personally. Do you guys think that this Nintendo Direct will happen in July? Or will they just wait until September to make their big, you know, third-party and first-party games announcements. Let me know in the comment section below this YouTube video. This is lavoncason signing out, and peace, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.